coming up right after the show here. Joy, good morning to you. What are you and the guys talking about today?
Good morning, Jenna. Coming up on Undisputed, the Cavs went winless here in L.A. this weekend. Are they really still the best team in the East? And are the 49ers suddenly a contender after signing Richard Sherman? We'll discuss all of that, plus Greg Jennings and Chris Broussard are in studio with us. Undisputed is coming up next. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Jenna, back to you.
All right, great color choice, Joy, as always. Thank you. All right, let's face it. As great as the Valspar Championship is, people weren't exactly changing their weekend plans to stay home and watch it. That is until Tiger made the cut and then made a run and then was in contention right up until the final putt. Coming into the final day with the lead, Tiger finished tied for second, one stroke behind the winner, Paul Casey. It was the first time Tiger had finished top two since 2013. Go ahead and add your best 2013 joke here. Here's Tiger with more.
Yeah, I felt very comfortable. Very comfortable. As I told you guys yesterday, I've been here before a few times, and so it felt very comfortable. And my game was quite solid this entire week. As a whole, I felt very, very good about what I did this week.
Look, does one tournament mean he's, back and in contention and 100% ready to go? Probably not. But does he mean he's pretty much there and we're going to start seeing him again on a regular basis, CC?
There's no doubt. And it's not one tournament. It's also what he did in the previous tournament at the Honda, where we could see signs of Tiger Woods. It's going to be nice. How does he follow that up with playing in one of his favorite tournaments, the tournaments he's won more than any tournament, I think, besides maybe Firestone on that golf course, the Bay Hill Arnold's tournament. It's been one of his favorites. Actually, Nick, I think you'll enjoy this. Tiger hired the greenskeeper from Augusta, Georgia, who does the maintenance on his backyard. He's got 4 putting greens on his backyard. One of them is an exact replica of Bay Hill and one of their putting greens. So why does Tiger putt the ball so well? For one, is he goes back out the back door, and he has lushness waiting for him. Is he back? Yes, and the reason why is you start to see the consistency. And for those who know things about golf, you could see Tiger, he's comfortable with his new swing. This is the first time that he has not had a swing coach since his dad was a swing coach as a kid. So for me, that's not like having a swing coach. It's like having your dad. Tiger knows his golf swing better than anyone else. So he's tinkering with it now compared to other people. We heard him say he's very, very comfortable. And that being comfortable meaning he can hit the ball left to right. He can hit the ball right to left. You know, to hit the ball both ways is essential for Tiger and for those watching him to know that he's back. He's also got his power back, where he's driving the ball as far as anyone on the course. Now, when he starts to take advantage of the par fives, which we've seen him do before, then we'll see Tiger Woods at full strength. But his ability to putt and chip and to be able to scramble lets you know that he's getting back close to where he was. Now, he will never get back to where he was.
The Tiger Slam. Listen, he's never going to win 4 majors in a row again. He's never going to be...
Neither is any other human being.
Right, nobody else. Like, that is the pick your favorite athlete ever. At the peak of their powers, they were not as good as Tiger was in respect to the rest of his competition. Tiger had more than lapped the field when he was at the peak of his powers. But he can be far away from being at the peak of where he was and still be the best golfer in the world. I mean, think about this, from this weekend. You mentioned the par fives. That is where he makes his living, his whole career. He was, 5 under on the 16 par fives for the week?
Yep.
On Sunday, his iron game was not particularly sharp. All weekend, or all tournament, I should say, he was hesitant to use his driver because he was spraying it a little left and right. And despite all that, he goes to the 18th green. If I make this putt, I'm tied for the lead and we force a playoff. Like, what made me so excited was the putt on 17. 44 feet.
Made him excited, too.
It's a do-or-die situation. If he doesn't make the putt on 17, his only chance of forcing the playoff is holing out from the fairway on 18. He would have needed an eagle on 18. He's 2 back with 2 to play, and his approach on 17, this tee shot, not great. You're 43 feet, 8 inches away, and what does he do? Bottoms, dead center. Now, he wasn't able to duplicate that on 18, but you saw Tiger, and the most important thing, CC, is you saw him healthy. You didn't see him grabbing his back. You didn't see him limping. You didn't see the health issues that had been ruining him the last 5 years flare up at all, and you haven't seen him flare up all month. The only health issue he had was when he banged his forearm against a tree after Thursday's round.
Typically, people are saying we're used to Tiger's a phenomenon. Watching a pro golfer having a fused lower back would be the first time we have ever seen that. So him being out there and competing on a regular basis. Also, this was a tough golf course. Well, how can you tell that? Based on the scoring. They're only 10 under after 4 days. Typically, in a normal tournament that's not a major, they're going to be 14 to 20 under par. So it's a great test for Tiger. Valspar, a very, very tough field, a very, very tough golf course. So to see him under these conditions playing at as good as anyone else in the tournament, those are signs that show us that Tiger is close to being back.
You said that we're not going to see that Tiger ever again. Are we going to see the strength and the power and the distance? And I mean, he's one of the strongest golfers in the field right now. Do you think we can see that from him again? Because you're with the back, aren't you always worried about the torque, and you're always worried about that rotation?
Unbelievably, Tiger's been able to regain all of his speed, been able to regain most of his distance. The biggest problem is when Tiger was at his power, he was 20 to 30 yards longer than the other golfers. Now with technology, the other guys hit the ball. There are 30 to 40 guys that can hit the ball just as far. So it's the matter of the preciseness. Can he hit the greens? Can he put the ball with 20 feet and in on birdie putts? Because we know his short game is impeccable, one of the best in the business all time. But there is so much length on tour now that he doesn't have that type of advantage.
It's not that Tiger's length has dwindled now that he's healthy again. It's that the rest of the field's caught up to him. A lot of these guys, by the way, they grew up watching Tiger. They saw the importance of fitness.
And
they saw
training.
the importance of strength training. You don't see a lot of, I understand you saw on the field yesterday, Reed is kind of a bigger guy. But typically guys these days, the younger guys, are in really good shape. That wasn't necessarily the case 15 years ago.
All right, moving on. If LeBron James is really considering a move to Los Angeles next season, this weekend was probably not his best appetizer. Despite a good game from him last night, he had 24, 10, and 7. An injury-depleted Cavs team lost to the Lakers. The Cavs also lost to the Clippers Friday, so they've now fallen back to the 4th seed in the East. Nick, what's going on with the Cavs right now?
Well, I mean, on Sunday's game in particular, they were playing 4 guys who won't get a single minute in the postseason in John Holland, Ante Zizic, Jose Calderon, London Parentes got in the game. Sunday's game, they were down a bunch of guys, but the Lakers were down Brandon Ingram. The Cavs were not interested in playing defense. They were not interested in making any type of adjustment to deal with the fact that Julius Randle was having the best game of his life and that Brook Lopez was eating Larry Nance Jr. alive. I think Larry Nance is a better player for the Cavs than Tristan Thompson, but there are certain matchups against bigger centers that Nance is going to struggle with. The Cavs made no adjustment, and one thing that has been consistent for the Cavs this year is awful backcourt play. Like, from the beginning of the year to the middle to right now, whomever their starting point guard has been, and J.R. Smith is their starting 2 guard, they've had the least productive backcourt of any halfway decent team in the league. Now, despite all that, I still think the Cavs will be fine. I still think when Kevin Love gets back and they shorten their rotation, they will be fine up until the NBA Finals. And in the NBA Finals, they are going to have to play far better than we've seen them play at any point this year to have a shot. But what's going on with them right now? I mean, injuries, not a lot of effort, not a lot of defense, not a lot of backcourt play. That's how you lose to both Los Angeles teams.
Given their starting lineup being George Hill, J.R. Smith, Larry Nance Jr., LeBron, and Jeff Green, they can't beat the 30-win Lakers team? Like, we're talking about injuries. Everybody's got injuries, but they can't beat the Lakers? Like, that's the best that they can do? So, for me, the Cavs, based on some people's opinion, we can't judge anything on the regular season. Let's just wait till the postseason, and then that's the only way we can judge them. They haven't done anything that, to me, warrants a long run in the playoffs. They could have thrown this weekend away. I mean, they're in Los Angeles playing the Clippers on Friday. They get whooped. They get dominated the whole game. Then they play the Lakers where LeBron's not even playing most of the 4th quarter. So it's a waste of time. It's supposed to be continuity, getting used to the young, the new players, the younger players, but also let's try to play some defense. So regardless of who's on the court, playing some defense, it would be important. They have still decided that they're not going to wake up. They're still sleepwalking through the regular season. To me, I think it's very, very important, but for other people, it's not that important.
Well, I mean, when CeCe mentions continuity, you're not going to get continuity when you're playing lineups that you will never play again. You're not going to get continuity when 3 of your top 7 rotation players are out.
Well,
that
maybe
doesn't
they're
mean they
out
can't win.
Yeah, but they got to figure out a way. What if that happens in the postseason?
What happened?
LeBron could have went for 40, and they could have won. He couldn't have carried them yesterday.
Sure, you know what? And LeBron could have went for 40. You're right. And if we want to put an extra focus on how could LeBron have willed them to a Sunday?
Who else are we talking about? Look on the team. Who else are we talking about? Why do you think they're on the show?
What do you mean?
Because of Clarkson?
No. Of course. But I don't think if LeBron's going to play every single game this year, which it looks like he's going to, I don't think it's
I'd rather him take one of the nights off like he did last year when we were in L.A.
Rather than not play at all.
Not.
Okay, that's an argument. I'll listen to that, whether or not they should be resting LeBron. But the idea that it would have been best for the Cavs, LeBron play 44 minutes and do everything he can to beat the Lakers when it doesn't, I don't think actually matter because this isn't the team that have in the playoffs. I don't think that'd be.
We got to go. Great start to the week, guys. That's going to do it for us. We're back here tomorrow morning at 6:30 Eastern.
I'm going to stop talking about them. Then they weren't really.
Undisputed starts right now.